So let's get to gambling in Virginia. Now, a proposed Pamunkey Indian Tribe casino in Richmond would directly compete with Rosie's Gaming, their new Richmond location, and its operators want to be considered for casino status. See, here's where it gets dicey. I'm in favor of casino gambling. I'm also in favor of fairness. I'm in favor of the Pamunkey Tribe getting their casino in Norfolk at Tide Stadium. We've screwed the Indians enough. They've worked hard for this. They deserve to get their casino. They want to build a huge hotel right by Tide's ballpark. Amtrak, the Tide is there, great location. Bring a lot of people in. I'm for that. They should get that opportunity. Louise Lucas wants one in Portsmouth. They'll figure that out. But I think the Pamunkey should have their casino in Norfolk. Rosie's Gaming, meanwhile, should get a Class 3 casino license for Richmond because they already have a location in Richmond. Now, Rosie's and Colonial Downs, they've poured $300 million into Virginia in getting horse racing back up. They got 18 dates in 2020. I've got boxes there. You know, it's a great place, a lot of fun. They revitalized horse racing back in Virginia. They've created 1,000 jobs between their casinos, not their casinos, their HHR and their OTB offerings, Vinton, outside of Roanoke, Colonial Downs, New Kent, Richmond, and Hampton. They've created 1,000 jobs with a minimum. They pay a minimum of $15 an hour. Some a lot higher. These are good paying jobs. And they've invested $300 million. And they already have a location in Richmond. So to cut them out would be egregious. I'll tell you, the other message that it would send to anybody looking to invest in Virginia is, yeah, you come here, you invest $300 million, you create 1,000 jobs, and then we're going to turn around and screw you. Because Rosie's can't compete with a Class 3 casino operation with regular slot machines, gable taming, blackjack, dice, roulette, and bookmaking gambling. They simply will not be able to compete. So they'll go out of business. That's not fair. I mean, you make the investment. Look, I'm not saying they get everything. I think the Pamunkey should get the facility in Norfolk. They want to build a huge hotel, 200 rooms. I think it's a great idea. You can get there by Amtrak. You can get there on the Tide. It's a lot of ways to get there, and it's fun. And, you can go to the ballpark. It's a cool idea. I hope that works out. I hope the state assembly gives them that. They've earned it. But certainly you have to give Rosie's Gaming Emporium and Colonial Downs an opportunity to compete. Otherwise, you cut them out. And they've already invested $300 million. Now, you can argue that they knew the risk was there, but they did put the money in, and they did create the 1,000 jobs. So you have 1,000 jobs now. And what are you going to say to those people? You're out? I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that is the right way to do business in Virginia. Somebody invests that kind of money in you, you want to at least give them an even playing field. I don't think that Rosie's is asking for anything that would give them a fair advantage. They're an unfair advantage. You're just looking for an even playing field. Now, they can go bid on Dumfries or Danville or whatever, as the other casinos can. But you can't have multiple casinos in the same location. None of them are going to do well. So that's what I think should happen. And the Virginia General Assembly is expected to debate a number of casino and gaming bills this season, including the ones that I talked about, which would permit one casino to operate in each of 5 cities: Bristol, Danville, Norfolk, Portsmouth, and Richmond. So Norfolk should go to the Pamunkeys, Richmond should go to Rosie's, Colonial Downs, and then you have open bidding for the others. I think that puts everybody on a level playing field. I mean, the Pamunkey tribe never came in and said, I want to control all the casinos in Virginia. They said, give us one. That gives us economic opportunity. We've suffered a long time, and the vision they have in Norfolk is pretty strong. Now, becoming a casino allows Rosie's Emporium to offer what we call Class 3 games. Regular slot machines, card and table games, including poker and roulette, along with sports betting. So you invest $300 million, which has delivered tens of millions of dollars in tax revenues to the state, and you create 1,000 new jobs. I don't think you turn around then and get kicked in the teeth. Sends a very bad message to other companies that you want to come and invest in Virginia. In the meantime, absolutely, the Pamunkey tribe needs to be protected here, because it took them 30 years to get their status. They live on government land. They're underprivileged. They don't have the right education. They don't have the right schools. This is going to bring revenue to the state, but also revenue to them. This is going to dramatically enhance their way of life. So I'm looking for a win-win. Everybody wins. Win-win-win. Pamunkeys win. Colonial Downs wins. Jobs win. Virginia wins. And there's choices. If you like the Pamunkey Casino better, you can go to Norfolk. You can take the train. If you like the Richmond Casino better, you can go there. You can take the train there. Or you can drive. If you want to go to Louise Lucas's casino in Portsmouth, wherever that is, you can go there. And then there'll be others, Danville, Bristol, and Northern Virginia, I think, in Dumfries. But look, in the fourth quarter of 2019, the 4 Virginia Rosie's locations players wagered almost $500 million. And the state got $3.65 million from $500 million in wagering. I mean, obviously there is a market for gambling in Virginia because people are going elsewhere. So those that are opposed to it, look, it's going to pass. Now we need to do it fairly. There's going to be casino gaming in Virginia. It needs to be done the right way. There's going to be bookmaking gambling in Virginia. I think it should be mobile. I think it should be done over your phone. That's the way to go now. The Chap Peterson, go to the brick and mortar to place your bet. Look, my father did that when he went to the OTB shop in Perth Amboy in 1968. I mean, come on. This is 2020, right? You want to make a bet on the Super Bowl. You want to go to your phone, put your money in, state regulates it, make your bet, or make your, what do they call them now? I don't do it. It's called prop bets. That's the big thing now with the millennials, like live in-game betting. I don't do it. Like, how many strikeouts is somebody? Like, a batter will be up, and it'll be like the odds for strikeout, hit, walk, fly ball. I mean, I never do that. I guess they do the same thing in football, right? Like, are they going to make a first down, pass, or run? It's all live interaction. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't even bet the over-under. I've never done that in my life ever one time. Oh, no, I did it one time. I was in Vegas. There was some college football game with 2 of the highest scoring teams ever. The over was like 80, 90. I bet the over. The score was 3-0 at the half. I never bet the over-under again. Not interested in that. I bet to win, and I bet the line. That's just me. That's old school. But millennials today, they want to be able to bet online. They want to be able to do the props. You know, how many strikeouts somebody gets, whatever. So that's just money to the state. Look, they're gambling anyway. They're doing it offshore. They're doing it in Dover Downs. They're doing it in West Virginia. They're doing it in the People's Republic of Maryland. They're getting the money, not us. So the compromise here is Pamunkeys get protected in Norfolk. They have a plan. Rosie's Gaming gets protected in Richmond, where they already have a facility. And then it's open bidding from there. I mean, I think that's the absolute way to do this. And certainly, I think the gaming, you've got to limit that to 10, and Rosie should be able to bid on that as well, which is the mobile gaming. So I don't think it should be tied to brick and mortar, because that's 1969 stuff that my dad did. I mean, come on, stop. But Rosie's Gaming Emporium and Colonial Downs needs to be treated fairly because they have invested $300 million and created 1,000 jobs. And they already have a location, and it's successful. John Fredericks Radio Network, I give it to you straight. We're going to get casino gambling. Let's do it in a way that is fair. We're going to get bookmaking gambling. Let's do it in a way that is in line with contemporary reality. And going to a bookmaking joint downtown Fairfax, come on, it's 2020. My dad did that in the 60s. Colonel Steve in West Virginia knows a little bit about gambling because they gamble there. He says, things are far different, my friend, across the Hudson River, where New Jersey sports books are overtaking Las Vegas as the number one most lucrative sports gambling market in the U.S. With 4.5 billion bets in 2019, 84% wagered via phone, according to the New Jersey Division of Gaming report released Tuesday. 84% wagered via phone. And Chap Peterson wants you to go into a bookmaking joint. I love you, Chap. You're part of an age gone by. Get with it. 84% via phone. Look, people are going to gamble. You might as well take their money. You might as well regulate it. Let them do it over the phone. They're going to gamble. You can't stop it. And that's why I'm for mobile gaming. One of the bills, there's a great bill out there that I talked to somebody about. Basically, mobile gaming on the phone to bet football, basketball, baseball, whatever. And they're going to grant up to 10 licensees. So then they compete. So you get like DraftKings and you get whatever else there is. Anybody can compete. Rosie's could get one. The Pamunkies could get one, right? Up to 10, they all compete. And you go to the one you want, right? They get deals and, they get giveaways and they have to compete. Plus, they ought to be advertising on the radio, don't you think? I think so. I'm for 10. Let them all compete. And then, you pick wherever you want. And the state gets the percentage of the wager. And that's how it works. And if you go outside Virginia, you get blocked. So what happens is, like my son lives in Mississippi, right? So he has mobile gaming on his phone. So when he's in the state of Mississippi, he can bet the game on his phone. I think that's how it works, or something like that. But when he goes out of Mississippi, like when he goes to Georgia or Alabama, you can't make your bet because your IP address is out of the state. That's how it works. So you have to live there, register all that, but then you have to be there. So if you're in Virginia and you go to North Carolina, you can't make your bet. So that's the way it works. So I just hope this thing gets done. I hope it gets done fairly, and I hope it's a win-win-win for everybody, and I'll keep you informed on what is going on.